in 2012, the Immigrant Champion Award changed its name to Karen Evans Immigrant Champion Award. Ms. Evans' earnest and personal commitment to assist individual immigrant epitomizes the legacy between Iowans and first generation of immigrants. This award recognizes an organization of non-immigrants who's dedicated to making a positive impact on the immigrant community. The honoree demonstrates both a personal and professional commitment to and advocacy on behalf of immigrants, their families, and communities.
Thank you. And on behalf of the Greater Des Moines Partnership, we are thrilled to be participating in the 11th IES event. At the partnership, we're a regional economic and community development organization here in the central or the heart of the state. And we talk a lot about how are we able to thrive as a community here. And it's about place. Because people today, whether it's talent choosing their job or career, or businesses looking at where they want to grow or begin their business, they look at place first and then opportunity second. And so in Central Iowa, it is about investing in place as we think about the amenities and the foundational kinds of things that make a community successful and relevant when it comes to place. But it's really more about investing in people so that others, when they look at this place and the places across the state of Iowa, they can see themselves and they can see others who have been successful and thriving in those places. Does it have the arts and culture and music that's important to them? Can they see themselves in the neighborhoods? Do they see friends and individuals who can provide support? Are there the type of food vendors and restaurants and retail outlets that are important to them? Do they see healthcare providers who understand them, individuals like Neil, who we will be honoring here shortly? Financial partners like our great financial institutions here, and education and professional developers that can support them personally, like Ro and the work that she does. So yes, it is about place, investing in place. Place matters to people, and diversity of people is critical to successful, thriving places. So thanks to all of you that are here today for making communities like Des Moines, Dubuque, and other cities across the state of Iowa places of choice for others across the country and the globe who are seeking their new forever homes. So on behalf of the partnership, thank you again. And with that, I would ask that you please direct your attention to the screen for a video presentation of our honoree, Neil MacNaughton, who is definitely investing in his community and place.
Professor Neil MacNaughton teaches, practices, and lives the idea that everyone deserves the dignity of primary and preventative health care. From his time as a Peace Corps volunteer in Micronesia to his role today as a professor of nursing at the University of Dubuque and community activist on behalf of the Marshallese and other immigrant groups in Dubuque, Neil consistently works to ensure access to health care for all.
We were interested in hosting a grand rounds because we wanted to understand the Marshallese population better. So Neil presented about the culture and really helped to educate us and inform us better about the values and about the way that the Marshallese people live.
Neil is very knowledgeable with our cultures and other islands because we have different cultures, and I believe this is why the community and also the city and the state is familiar with the Marshallese community because all need Neil's help.
We identified there were major needs, and that's how we started the Marshallese Health Project, which we now call the Pacific Islander Health Project, because we now know that there are other populations than Marshallese only here in the state of Iowa.
As both a practitioner and educator, Neil's expertise in the nursing field is both varied and comprehensive. beginning with a nursing assistant course to a PhD in nursing from the University of Iowa and a fellowship with the American Association of Colleges of Nursing. His formal education is intermingled with various roles in the healthcare field in a number of diverse settings. All of these experiences have served to arm Neil with the expertise and perspective to prepare his nursing students for critical roles as trusted caregivers, advocates, and teachers.
I always enjoyed working with Neil. He's very professional and progressive and has a wonderful attitude. He's enthusiastic and always looking out for his students and ensuring that they have a great experience as they kind of experience nursing for the first time.
The most important aspect that I can convey to students about nursing in general is the whole concept of caring and how they can care for other individuals, and how just their physical presence can actually make a difference.
Neil's Peace Corps service in Micronesia early in his nursing career had a profound influence on every facet of his life. It sensitized him to the challenges faced by first-generation immigrants, defined the focus of his academic and career choices.
Peace Corps people will tell you the biggest thing that you take away is you take more than what you actually give. That's the first thing. The experience of just being there and being totally absorbed in a culture and totally integrated and working with people who are very different than you in many ways helped me to realize that while we are all different, we all have some of the same core values: family, making sure we do a good job, those kinds of things. And so I really learned those things about myself and about the people that I was interacting with in Micronesia.
A deep understanding born of both personal experience and academic inquiry, coupled with Neil's cheerful disposition and disarming personality, has made him a successful navigator and advocate for the Marshallese community and spurred the creation of powerful coalitions that bring meaningful change to positively impact the health and life of individuals in disadvantaged immigrant communities. With an open mind, compassionate heart, and gentle soul, Neil cherishes his roles as trusted colleague, supportive friend, articulate advocate, and effective teacher. But his highest priorities remain his wife, children, and close-knit extended family.
Family is very, very important to me. They are my support system. My wife is half Japanese, and we lived in Hawaii for a number of years, my wife and I, and our son was born there. Working and living and having a blended family like that has really helped me appreciate other blended families and people from other cultures. I couldn't do the work I do without the support of my wife and my children.
A global citizen dedicated to an inclusive, collaborative approach to effective advocacy for the health and well-being of vulnerable immigrant communities, Dr. Neil MacNaughton is the recipient of the 2018 Karen Evans Immigrant Champion Award.
Thank you. I just have a few remarks. First off, I want to say thank you to Mary and to the members of the Immigrant Entrepreneurs Summit Planning Committee, distinguished guests, family, and friends who've supported me, but who aren't able to be here today. In the language of the Micronesian groups who I work with and who are here in Iowa, I say, Komal Tata, Kalangan, Kolo Malalap, and Ke Muslang. And in English, I say thank you again. I am honored and humbled by this award. I must clarify something before I continue with my remarks. I have been awarded for this for my work with the Dubuque Marshallese community. The Marshallese come from a part of the world that is referred to commonly as Micronesia, which includes the Republic of the Marshall Islands, the Federated States of Micronesia, and the Republic of Palau. My Marshallese friends have gone to Arkansas this weekend for a meeting where the largest population of the Marshallese in the continental United States live and work. You may wonder, why are Marshallese and other Micronesians coming to Iowa and to the U.S.? Well, they're coming for some of the main reasons that my family came to Iowa and homesteaded in Grundy County. They want to better their lives and the lives of their children and have found great opportunities for their children and themselves here, along with educational systems and healthcare systems that have been supportive. The Marshallese and other Micronesians are here under a special status with the United States. They are under the Compact of Free Association, or COFA, which allows them to come and work here in the United States, live and attend school without visas or green cards. So please understand, when these folks are looking for employment, they do not need a green card or a visa. They are under a special status. That status will be renegotiated in 2023, and I hope that it will continue. As a result, the Micronesians are here and they pay taxes like you and I, have the same fiscal responsibilities of any household, but they are not eligible for any of the social networks or the for the safety nets that we have, such as Medicaid. In Dubuque, the Marshallese came about 20 years ago, and it started with a couple of individuals coming to the University of Dubuque Seminary. And like many immigrant communities, they sent for their family and friends because they liked it. Since the humble beginning of that migration, we have approximately 650 in the community, and we continue to grow. In fact, the largest group of English language learners in the Dubuque Community School System are not Hispanics. Rather, they are Marshallese children. Hispanics are second. Additionally, local hospitals, when started to notice that they were seeing an increasing number of Marshallese in the emergency department for primary care concerns. The community, with Mercy Medical Center spearheading, started the Marshallese Health Project almost 4 years ago. They worked closely with the federally funded Crescent Community Health Center. The program has grown and continues to grow and is now completely housed within the Crescent Community Health Center. The program started with a single nurse, and now the program has grown to include a nurse, a social worker, but most importantly, a Marshallese woman who was our translator and cultural broker. We recently changed the name from the Marshallese Health Project to the Pacific Islander Health Project to more accurately reflect our clients who come from all areas of Micronesia. So as you look around the state of Iowa, please note, you will see growing communities of Micronesians in Storm Lake, Postville, Ottumwa, Cedar Rapids, Waterloo, and Maquoketa, along with Dubuque. There may be some growing pains with these communities, but as you get to know the Micronesians, you will find them to be very friendly, family, and community-oriented. I encourage you to reach out to them, embrace them in your communities, as they are wonderful people who have much to share. So again, I say, kumal tata. Thank you very much.